I think there is a chance. And Jin-Gitaxias actually does help so much here. We get a free creature. Free creatures, pretty good. I will. It has flying, so it protects against any weird shenanigans. Now we can go for the shark. And we have either Syncopate or the Emperor. I like our... I think we can make it work. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today some Azorius Control, but this one, I promise, will be different. Because we will be making sharks. We want to play a lot of spells, make a lot of incubation tokens, and go from there basically and try to overwhelm our opponent. What this really helps with is blocking, because every time you have 2 spare mana, you probably can create a flesh creature basically, and that really helps against small creatures, so it helps to stabilize the board much more. Other than this, for Elspeth Smite, absolutely amazing card. Mono red just hates it. Oh yes, and I love it. So, of course, we have some old cards with Syncopate, Stroke, and the Dissipate, because we also play Jin-Gitaxias. And Jin-Gitaxias is mostly a 5-mana 5/5 with a ward that really benefits you for casting interaction spells. So for this reason, we need not 2-mana spells, but 3-mana spells. So you can see that suddenly we actually play way more of those. And don't forget, Syncopate is really nice synergy with the Jin-Gitaxias. It is an early game 2-mana counter spell that is also a 3 or more mana converted cost. So when you pay for, more than X worth 2, you already get the card with Jin-Gitaxias. And what more, it also gets better with the world, because when your opponent needs to pay extra mana, Syncopate suddenly just gets way better, especially if your opponent targets Jin-Gitaxias multiple times a turn. So we can Dissipate the first thing, then we can Syncopate for 1, and he's fully tapped out, and you still have Jin-Gitaxias. And then you untap, play like first for Discover, one of the cards we are playing in this version. First, it gives you healthy cargo that also benefits from Jin-Gitaxias on top of the Bankbuster, but we can also trigger the ability, right? So that's pretty good overall. You really refill quickly. For this reason, we play more basics, no Eganjo, no Otawara. I included some of the, dual lands, so to say, just because I want to have a consistent early game. And we went with this one because this is turn 1, this is turn 2, and this is turn 3. So it doesn't really, clank your game plan and still feels really nice. The life gain from the Cove and Invasion of Dominaria and Emperor makes this deck much more resilient than you would think. You will see in some of the games we randomly go to like 30 life for no reason, because why not? And don't forget to attack your own battles. When you get this one extra, creature a turn, it makes all the difference. And with incubation tokens, it's a bit easier than normally, because you just punish your opponent for not playing spells. If he whiffs for 1 turn, you transform all the incubator tokens, suddenly you have an army on the board, you crack the battle, you get the angel, and you say your go, while you keep having counter spells because you didn't spend a single mana this turn on all of this. So I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to, like, comment, and, subscribe to the channel if you appreciate all the videos, and if you want to show your appreciation and support for the channel. It really makes a difference, makes me happy, so, it's a big deal for me. So, with that being said, let's go into some control. Oh, and win rate. You want to see the win rate? Sure, we got your win rate. We didn't play a lot of games, but man, we absolutely crashed the ladder, and we actually got back to numbered Mythic with this one. So, at the moment, seems absolutely great. Alright, opponent goes first. This is a very awkward hand. We don't have white mana. With Shark, I think we will have some play, even if we draw the third blue mana. See? Easy. Mythic gaming right there. Alright, and against black deck, this card is ridiculously good, as you will see in a second. Alright, still, it will take a while. Syncopate probably goes on the Trespasser, unfortunately. Alright, that's a card. Do we want to counter it? So I can kill this or play Shark. I think it's better to counter it. It's a high quality card that you have to answer or you are out of the game. And if we play Shark, it might get countered, man. And it's not what you want. So if we play this, what happens? Sure that, right? And then we have no answer. So instead I think we play like this. This is if you know new cards, it's pretty obvious what might happen in this situation. Arena, all right, Golgari, appreciate it. Let's see the card down. No, good. Down to 2 cards, but Arena is making it much more difficult. All right, what is the play? We can either go Sharky or just Emperor-y. That's a hard choice. He will get huge advantage very, very quickly. See? After 1 turn he's already even with us. 1 more turn and he will be ahead. We have Bankbuster, but it doesn't... Like, Arena is basically better Bankbuster in, like, slower matchups. Alright, Liliana. I don't mind that this is one of... So, for now, Emperor is way better, apparently. I think it's Sunfall. We kinda need 1 sweeper right now. As you can see, he still hurts himself with this play. And with this we can kill Liliana. And that's huge. Let's see if he has the cut down. Alright, he didn't draw it. So we will do it like this. Now we can crew the Bankbuster. And I mean, you really want to kill this Liliana, man. She's so annoying, especially with Arena, because he has card advantage. And let's go white, because now he needs to answer a lot of stuff. Suddenly Emperor is in the board. There's Bankbuster, there's Samurai, and also a Shark that will create value every turn. Here we are, but he doesn't get so much value. It's still a really good play for him. But what can you do, right? It's always like this. Genie. No lands though. Alright, like, damage might matter, but those are not good series of the draw. Like, we need to hit Farewell, and we got it as an 8 drop basically, because I think we are missing 2 run drops, so not amazing. Man, if we could hit Farewell right now, we would win this game right now. You know what? This is the play. I just need to hit my lands, bro. Please! I need my lands to play Magic! Again! 20 cards from the deck, not 5th land. Oh my god. What do we do here? It's really bad situation, man. Imagine having 5 mana for Jin-Gitaxias. Is this the Emperor? Oh, I hate it. But you cannot do anything else if you don't have mana to play your spell. Like, look, he's already at 7 mana to our 4. Like, we have all the answers, but we need mana to play them. So really, really on the back foot right now. And now he can start just trading this additional mana and additional cardo. Like, our win con is Farewell. If we cannot cast it in time before he refills to 7 lands, like, look at... I don't care. I'm drawing... I'm playing... Hit your land game. Alright, hit for 1 turn. I could activate it, but I'm not sure if that's how we win. They also might play March. If this is any kind of my version, because it seems very similar, but I didn't play Geeks. They might play Black Marches to recover all the lost life gain, right? So we need to be aware of this. Oh my god, what a hard game for all the wrong reasons. Sure. Stuff that gets Farewell. That's the only thing I see right now. Alright, drawing cards. I kinda don't mind it. I just need the tempo, man, to recover from my bad drawing skills. Alright, dice to Farewell, all I see. If we can keep him down on the cards in the hand, like, I'm losing a lot of stuff by sacrificing, like exiling Bankbusters, but this is the sacrifice I'm willing to make. Just give me my lands. We should have really a lot of lands stacked at the top of the deck. And they're attacking. We could trade, but it's much more important to hit Farewell. We could activate this and crew the Bankbuster with 3 power creature. But all we need to do is hit our lands, man. Alright, that's a land. Oh, the tapped land lurked behind. Creatures. Enchantments. Artifacts. What about the graveyards? They play Takenuma. Alright, let's go. Also, if they kill Underdog in response somehow, we still exile the graveyards. I mean, we reset the game. Now we can start over, fresh. Hopefully it will be better this time, because now we have Lance. And it seems to be way better, man. Emperor into Stroke, easy. Easy control gaming right there. If you hit your Lance, man, it's actually not so hard to win the game. Tapped creature, you love to sit with your white mana. Let's see. He has 3 cards still, but I don't think they can outvalue us. We have Bankbuster, that should be enough to close the game, and Farewell will... Alright, 1. So he will take a gamble, he wasted full turn, he got a land. To be fair, usually when I see this activated it hits so many lands, it's crazy. And that was his full turn. It seems that he doesn't really have good plays in the hand. Edict is fine, like we went 2 for 1 when he's at 3 cards, it's good enough. And now we can just go with the Bankbuster. We draw a card because we have 2 mana in anti-invoke, and we play untapped land because Syncopate. If I drew differently I would play the Cove, but Syncopate really benefits from this. And we have some nice cards that we might play. I think we can invest 2 mana into... Well, we will get flooded, right? This is the worst part about getting mana screwed. The later we get flooded like crazy. So do we counter it? If we play like this, we might bait the Invoke Despair. Let's try. He didn't play anything on the last turns. This might be his last card he drew. Unless he's like trying to, you know, marinate this Invoke Despair for a perfect moment. Obliterator. An interesting Syncopate target, do we want to go for it? Farewell is also pretty good here. But with Bankbuster, like, I should be able, man, I should really be able to outdraw him with Bankbuster and, you know, more cards in the hand. No. What a game. Genie, you know we needed you. Alright. 7 or more cards. Is that the game plan? Is this the game plan? I think we just play the Genie and see how it goes. We have quite a lot of cards that can activate this ability. See, this is the reason I didn't want to Farewell. Because we cannot answer enchantments without the Farewell, so that's why we had to do it. I think the last card was not relevant and he's only at Arena, and he wouldn't be able to draw enough before Jin just smorks him. And just like this, Jin-Gitaxias taking us to numbered Mythic. Alright guys, so this one is actually a really bad opening. We're on the draw. On the play I would risk it. On the draw I don't think we can. We need cards like this. Alright, that's way better. You know, it's faster, as you can see, more responsive, because some players just keep playing this deck over and over and over and over and over. But, you know, we need to protect ourselves against whatever happens next. Feldon, he will get some cards, but at least we get rid of it. This is what happens when you don't have 1 mana removal, man. You would be so behind. He still gets the value because the damage is first, even though it's exiled and it's not like on death trigger. So his next play will probably be Squee, right? Because he will... Oh, the Warfare. Alright. Let's go for the dead turn then. We need to have 1 of the dead turns. I could risk it because maybe we draw untapped lands until 4. And then I could have the Bankbuster in the board, but usually Bankbuster is not like, you know, game-winning play. But I really have to play the Emperor. Especially I need to hit white mana, not just every mana, so this one, for example, wouldn't do it. We keep the Dissipate. This is the turn when he wants to go crazy with like Raiju. Then the counter deals 2 damage, Raiju deals... Yeah, like it's all... Oh man. So he wants to burn our face, so this is the setup part. Is this only burn spells, or there are more creatures more threatening than the Swift Spear? I will try to keep the board clear. I can survive the burn. I cannot survive creatures hitting me on top of the burn. And it's not Raiju at least. So he would play this and start burning everything into my face. This would be like a 3-4. Alright, I mean, that's weird. in a bad way for us, you know? Sunfall. Still gets super scared in this kind of situation. Alright. Don't worry. He will attack us. Like, it's mono red. That's basically the only thing they do. Alright. Let's see the cards. He still, like, those are, at least one of them is burn spells. See? This is exactly the type of stuff we kept. So if we play the Emperor into this, that would be absolutely horrible. You know what? You know what? It's interesting choice. The answer is the Emperor. Question is, how much damage do we take?
I've learned much during my
Next turn is probably Bankbuster. We could also go for the Sunfall. We won't get better situation than this. Alright, that's an interesting one. I can also make a token and +1 it for a 3/3 creature, but it's not good. I think this is a really important decision. This will make or break this game. So we can negate 5 damage here and create a token. Maybe this is best. Let's go for the safe solution. We can trade with Kumano on the next turn as well. Jin-Gitaxias. Ooh, that's a no-joke card. This is hard for them to deal with. This deals 4. If they draw a burn, like, I think still Emperor is nice, man, because we could start +1 and then exiling if he attacks, but I think we have a little bit too little tempo to do this. Alright. That's a start. That's definitely a start. Do we want to start attacking him? Or just go with the Bankbuster? I think we go like this. We need to hit a land for Farewell. Then we can name the enchantments and all of his board is gone. And oh, I hate it. But we need to draw now. If he think, you know, there's a sneaky play, we cannot do anything about it. I didn't pay attention to priority, but it didn't seem like a priority, right? I think he doesn't have stuff. It's really good for us. Alright. Still no land for Farewell. That hurts. 7. Your go. We have Syncopate. We can play a bit differently. And we have the Vigilance, and this is enough to trade versus Kumano. So he needs to play something more. I'm at 5. It's not exactly my favorite place to be against double mechanized warfare. Let's see. Let's test the waters. No instance, bro. What's up? I draw a card. I kill your board. And of course, the most important part, I smoke your mono-red face for the victory. He still can burn us, right? But now he needs way more cards and he couldn't burn even with double warfare. So I expect he drew one of the burn spells at most, and it's not enough. Very nice. A smell of smoked mono-red from the morning. Very nice. Alright, we're going second with very awkward mana base. We have Smite, so I will take it. Because, you know, if it's numbered, it should be some aggro deck, right? See? Easy. So, oh, that's a nice one. Do we want to go for Scrap? I think we will try to be a little bit sneaky. We'll see. It will be a hard situation. Alright, Ledger. You are here. Yeah, correct. It gives us some insight about what he wants to do. This is not tapped, it's attacking. So we cannot play it on the next turn after he attacks. Then I would just tap for the Bankbuster and try to bait him. Bro? So I guess he has protection spells, right? That's the only choice. But it removes first of them. Or you can just misplay your deck fully and still be Mythic, I guess. Like, the whole point of the Skrelf in this deck is that it's a protection spell every turn, man. They have zero idea what their deck does, honestly. Anyway, Invasion of Dominaria gives us a little bit more time, but is time what we need? Or maybe we just want this? Maybe we just want this at the end step, it might be better. Because we definitely need to hit some stuff. And into open mana he can play a bit differently, we'll see. Finally, he learned how his Skrelf is supposed to work for this deck. So basically this is not an aggressive card. You don't care about 1 damage, all you care is about getting basically a phase out effect or hexproof every turn for 0 cards. That's insane, man. That's why you play Skrelf in the deck. He could just protect the Ledger Shredder and I would waste my removal, but you know. Oh boy, Mythic. Mythic. Let's go like this. I think 1 land is enough, right? 1 land should, I hope, be enough. Let's see how he plays. So, he needs to pump some spells into the Virtuoso. It's just a +1/+1, right? Like, we will counter it. He's doing it to pump it mostly. So what is the plan? The plan is that, well, even if he taps out, he still has the Skrelf. So I'm not doing this play. I wanted to do it, but Skrelf is just, man, it's insanely good. 6 damage to my face. Not the worst. Not the worst yet. It will be much worse. They usually have this 1 hit for like 16 or something. So if they hit you for 6, it usually doesn't change when you die. So you kinda can tank it. Like, usually for 1 turn. Sometimes they give flying, so you know it gets a bit weirder. So we make a token for now. And when the hexproof goes away, maybe we try to kill Virtuoso, we will see. He can also do something to the Emperor maybe, or phase out. This way this is protected for our turn, so any sweeper or something like this won't work. And I think that's a cool decision. This is what you should be doing when you see the tapped mana. Alright, but still we have some things on the ground, so there's no trample, no things like this. We could +1, is it good enough? He definitely wants to attack. I think we +1 the Samurai actually. Like, we need to go through a lot of like protection spells on the next turn probably. So this will be the land probably. We can also try to hit something else. Bankbuster, is it good? Not really. It doesn't really make a difference. Actually, I probably should do it first and just attack it. You know, maybe the Anger makes a difference. I'm just not used to it, to be honest, but yeah. Let's see. He has only 1 card, man. This can be interesting. And we are at 16. Man, the Invasion gives you so much life gain that you are way higher than you expect yourself to be. And killing Emperor is a good choice as well. It is pressure. Like, it's basically removal for free. Alright. Careful taps. Usually not good. It means they have some answers to what you are doing. So how do we do it? Is Shark the answer? Or Jin-Gitaxias is the answer? Let's go for Jinny. Jin can make some hustle here. And if we start doing cards, it might get a little bit better. What the ultimate does? Alright, drawing cards, that's not exactly what you want. Alright, 1 creature. This one is interesting. But you know what? I'm taking the damage because if I can attack, I can transform maybe the Invasion, which gives me another creature basically. That's the point. So first things first. Let's see, if he wants to block, he has only Drake for this one. If he has the play, this might be the last card he has, and we can just kill Virtuoso in response, so... Yep, F3 removal. You need to work for it. Actually, it's on par with getting the Angel. Like, forcing them to defend is good enough. They still have something, man. What do they have? But still, it's Scarf, right? So I can Syncopate whatever they play, and I get, you know, an Incubate thing. And I still draw a card with Jin-Gitaxias, right? I think it's okay. Probably not your perfect play, but we can ramp it. Man, but it's a big difference that you need to pay this 2 mana for the token. It would be so much faster if you just can, you know, get free stuff without paying. Usually pretty helpful. Alright, so 2 cards in the end. A Fading Hope. I want the maximum value, so like he wants to pay the mana, so I draw, I make the shark. It's as good as it gets, right? If he can pump it to like 5 with 1 card, we need to take it, man. If like pink mana is never good for him, but we'll see. There's 1 card, this Vigilance thing, right? But he doesn't seem to have it. Alright, so that's fine. We're starting to make some headway. Now we can get the Angel as well. I think... Are we doing it? I think there is a chance. And Jin-Gitaxias actually does help so much here. We get a free creature. Free creatures, pretty good. It has flying, so it protects against any weird shenanigans. Now we can go for the shark. And we have either Syncopate or the Emperor. I like I think we can make it work. I was sure that we are gone, but man, it seems... Yep, that's the card. That's exactly the card. It also gives Vigilance, but no Trample. He will probably cast it twice, right? And Connive means that the cards are higher quality, but he doesn't get more cards. It's not the same as drawing cards. So he's more committed to the board than to card advantage, which is different for the Drake, because you draw a card, you don't need to discard anything. And he wasted the Drake just to block and negate the Sarah that we still have. Man, Jin-Gitaxias actually really helped this game. And it matches perfectly the battle, so we can crack it open. What I like about this card is, even if you don't crack it open, it's like card you normally play in the deck anyway, right? Alright, so how do we play around it? This is an artifact, this is important. I will crack it open. Because if we can slow the game enough, I think we're fine. We go like this. And I don't think he can give it Trample. So I basically just pay 2 mana to fog the whole battle phase, combat phase, wars. And when I play this man, I will get a lot of stuff. This is one of the reasons we went for 3 mana draw, because it triggers the Jin-Gitaxias and also this Seedshark pretty nicely. This is the land. Sunfall. That's a good one, right? Even though it kills our own stuff. He needs protection spell, and so we play this. He has 1 mana protection spell, and we can force him to pay 3. That's not enough to counter it. Alright, interesting. I think we just go with the Emperor and Smite maybe? And try to transform the... Like, we can keep playing those creatures. And I'm not blocking with Jin-Gitaxias, I guess. Should I start attacking with it? Maybe. Maybe I should do it faster, actually. I still have this as a blocker, so maybe we just go all in. Okay, I'm scared, alright? I'm scared. So he might have something that buffs this, and goes to 5/5 first strike. Alright, this is one of the cool things about the Angel. You can be aggressive while still being extremely defensive, and that's really big deal. One card. It's probably really high quality, and he will fix the draw. I could force him to pay 4. You can have this spell if you pay a lot of mana. And I still have 4, so I can either double activate the incubation things, or just go for the Emperor if he taps out somehow. Man, like, Jin-Gitaxias is drawing us a lot of cards this game. And as you can see, he is happy with the Connive. Honestly, the biggest value was the Connive, but still the 5th counter kinda matters a little bit. And now I have a 5/5, so he cannot easily attack into it. Don't forget, it's an artifact. It means that it's colorless, so this cannot give hexproof to colorless, right? You need to choose the color. Smite is interesting. This forces some reaction, right? Will I get another one? I'm not sure. He finally realized what's going on. To be honest, he could win this game if he didn't mess up the Skrelv early game. He gave us 1 extra removal, basically. Alright, opponent goes first. We have some Sharks. On the draw, not my favorite hand. I would love some of my 1 mana interactions, but you know, we'll get there. Pretty nice land, so it fixes our double white mana problems. And we just keep playing stuff, you know. This might be some kind of control-based matchup. They seem to be a lot like it's 5-color control, right? Alright. Alright. Anyway. We will keep playing more passively then, because it seems that our opponent can definitely punish every play we're doing, but we should have way more value than he can imagine. So I think we should absolutely crush it in the long game. Especially if he wants to kill us, you know, with board. Bro, board cannot hurt us. What the hell is this deck? Is this 5-colored aggro with Talia on curve? Like, what are we doing here even? Cool. So we are countering Talia with the Syncopate because this can hit stuff easier, and I expect very expensive plays from this deck. So getting rid of the Syncopate is kinda okay. We play the land for the turn, we say go, our opponent is bamboozled. What's going on? Will he counter all of my spells? We are drawing cards? Alright. I mean, I will never say no to this. All we need to do is wait until we have enough mana to keep going, you know, and playing our stuff. Melira, so it seems to be some kind of aggro deck, man. Weird. The real play is here, I feel. Melira is incredibly annoying, but she dies to a lot of stuff from our deck. And if he keeps just drawing cards, like he needs to keep drawing to have gas. At Johnny. See? That was the real play. Because they know control decks have some issues with getting rid of the planeswalkers, especially with the board clears. See? That's the card. It's cool, I promise. So it's Memory Deluge into Smite, into Shark, into this one, and then we get insane value. And do you like the sound of insane value? Because as a control player, I definitely do. And I think Cryptic Command fits this deck pretty well. Man, I'm getting excited for this one. So he actually wants to check us for the answers. What he doesn't realize is that we actually want him to attack. We don't care about Loran. Enjoy your cards. Like, I'm enjoying mine so much. Ajani was scary. They should sacrifice it and basically protect Loran in case we kill her next. Also, it wouldn't get the exile effect because it would just be sacrificed. Oh, you need to exile, but still there's protection on top of this. Alright, that's a card. That is a card, so it seems to be some 5-color, I don't know, man. It's just stuff. A lot of stuff. But we still need to hit a sweeper. Can we hit a sweeper, that's the question. What will I take? I want the basic land. Do I go for the shark or a counter spell? That's the question. I like my counter spells, and we are pretty good on the mana, I feel. Rawr! Shark. Big shark. Very cool. Alright, and now we can play something. He won't play a Dancer probably because he has too little mana, and if he taxes his main turn, to even kill the Seedshark, we can either draw cards or syncopate it. Like, you know, we get stuff back, and that's the idea behind the play. And of course, if he doesn't kill this, I mean, he probably dies on the next turn, right? Some ganja material, have fun. This is the turn when we are vulnerable, and we definitely don't want to lose this. They need to solve it. We need to force them into solving it. See? Good game. And that was it. That was the game. Now we have stuff, and he's super behind. That's why we took the Syncopate, by the way. Oh, right. I forgot it doesn't create a thing. You actually need to pay for it. That's fine. Man, too much time with Shark Typhoon. So, what do we do? Jin-Gitaxias seems pretty cool. We will have only 1 mana for the Syncopate though. So I think the actual play is this. Because this will create some incubation tokens, we can be defensive for a while. And this is the card we needed. However, I really like this land. Is this the play? Yeah. Bankbuster was a viable choice. And now we can create a lot of creatures at the end step if we care. We can also syncopate if we care. He can only attack for 3 if he cares. That's some Jediah, you know, because why not? You know what? No, he has the Ratadrapic, so let's not go over the line. I should cast it for extra mana. That was my bet. It's higher converted mana cost, so we would get an extra counter. So that was a misplay on my part. Alright. I mean, I have pretty good board presence. Not sure about you, my friend. So let's see. If he plays a lot of creatures, we'll just Sunfall. Oh my god, another? Alright, I guess we are going this way then. He wants to attack with a Ratadrapic, right? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Don't forget this actually exiles. Oh, right. It triggers when it dies, so we can just Sunfall. And it is mini farewell, isn't it? And for this reason, I probably don't want to activate all the incubation tokens. We just Memory Deluge at the end step, clear the board, and he explodes. This is also fun, because this creates creatures that are not creatures. I want my landman. Do I want some sharks? Oh, I like sharks, but I like cards more. Alright. Now we play this. Let's attack, cause why not? 2 damage, you know, it might matter. We will be aggressive at some point, but he will probably just explode after he has empty board. And a Sunfall. That's a nice exile effect. Depopulate wouldn't make him scoop, it would actually make the game into his favor. Exile effect, man. All you need. On the draw? Absolutely take it, I love it. So our land base is kinda slow. Our hand is kinda slow, but against anything that is a normal deck and not mono-red, you can actually start going off with Syncopate. If you can hit the Syncopate with empty board, you are in actually pretty good spot. I honestly super like my situation right now. Now we activated the hard counter spell, we have double Syncopate and Dissipate. Man, it's getting good for us. Like, I don't know what our opponent is thinking, but man, I'm pretty happy about the result so far. So as long as we keep playing lands, it's fine. At some point he will tap out. Like, probably he wants to play around Make Disappear, right? So now Fable could be on the line. But as long as we play stuff. pass. Like, he needs to play something. I don't think he wins the long game. I think if he's going for... Oh, yeah. Here we are. I mean, this is some Sunfall material, right? Let's force his hand a little bit more. This is one of his key cards. That was no instance. Aw, you don't want to play the long game. Cool. I took your input, I ignored it, and I'm happy with it. Alright, so let's go with the Bankbuster. Like, I get sometimes the turns can get wrong, but isn't Magic like kinda about thinking your decisions? If you are just mindlessly playing the biggest card, like, you might as well not play Magic. There's like this is my approach. See, I know he's just rage quitting on the Nope deck, but yeah, that's a cool deck to play. You can try it too.